Yeah, if I ruled the world, I'd lower the coke prices, raise the welfare, and lower the perk prices. You could pay for a feature, even though the flow priceless.
What's up, gang, and welcome back to another episode of Behind the Music. Today, we're going to be going to Compton to find out more about Philly's legend, Pnb Rock. Pnb Rock was tragically murdered when he was out to eat with his girlfriend. So in the meantime, I'm going to need y'all to like, comment, and share. And don't forget, gang, won't incriminate nobody over here. Let's go.
Lived in LA. Yeah. Like, LA's always felt a little spooky to me. And just tell me, and it's fine. You tell me if it's just me being pussy. But like, just LA. I think because LA is synonymous with the death of Biggie, death of Pac. Yeah. And I think it's just so much where like niggas might be like ganged up other places, but I've never seen gang culture over there. It's just so
serious.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I went through some shit when I first like was having in LA with some niggas from Grape Street. These my niggas to this day. You feel me? 03 Greedo and them. Yeah. You feel me? They try to do some type of shit, but they saying that I wasn't on that shit. You feel me? Like they try to approach me on some cool shit, but I'm just knowing too much. I'm from the trenches too, so I'm just like not paying it. I'm not taking it lightly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm clutching and all that. Like I'm like, bro, what is y'all niggas trying to do? Like
A man accused of sending his 17-year-old son to kill rapper Pnb Rock at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant in South Los Angeles was sentenced to over 31 years to life in prison on Monday. Freddie Lee Trone was convicted last month in the murder of the rapper, whose real name is Rakim Hasheem Allen. The jury found that Trone ordered his teen son to rob Pnb Rock at the restaurant back in 2022. Trone's son was armed with a gun. He is still awaiting trial.
We are following breaking news. Multiple reports say well-known Philadelphia-based rapper Pnb Rock is dead after a shooting in Los Angeles. I'm Yuki Washington.
I'm Jessica Cartelia. That shooting happened in southern LA inside of a restaurant, and tonight reaction is pouring in. Our Siafa Lewis is following it all and joins us with the breaking developments. Siafa?
Good evening, Jess and Yuki. Such is the state of violence in America that even when a young man moves cross-country over 2,000 miles away from home, a tragic, violent end to his life still finds him. Philly native Rakim Hasheem Allen of Germantown, who went by the stage name Pnb Rock, and homage to Pistorius and Baton Streets in Germantown, was, according to multiple reports, shot and killed in Los Angeles.
The rapper was sitting at a table with his girlfriend, who had already posted a picture of their food and their location on Instagram. According to court testimony, he was wearing a few $100,000 worth of jewelry at the time. He was shot and killed, and his jewelry was stolen. Before the sentence was handed down Monday, Pnb Rock's mother delivered a victim impact statement in the courtroom and directly addressed Trone. Rakim was a shining light in our family. He was a star to us. He was our Michael Jackson, and we are devastated, said Deanna Allen. We are trying to live with this, but it's very hard. It's very hard. The second person to speak was the late rapper's aunt. He worked very hard for everything he achieved, always trying to provide for his mom and his 4 brothers to create a better future, said Aquila Brown. But in an instant, his life was stolen, leaving a void that will never be filled. Tremont Jones, the second defendant in the case, was sentenced to 12 years on several robbery charges. Trone's attorney asked for a new trial in the case, but the motion was denied.
But it's like, I'm getting it too, you feel me? Like, I'm not slow, I'm not no fucking dickhead. It's like, what's going on, bro? Like, what y'all trying to do? Like, and when they peeped it, they're like, oh no, this nigga ain't no fuck nigga. Like, you know, some shit like, we really could fuck with this nigga, like, on some real shit. And when they peeped it, like, they started like getting a little bit more lackadaisical, and it's like, all right, we could talk, you feel me? And they try to test me like on some test me shit. Like, they was just like, yeah, come to the hood, you feel me? Like, come up to the hood. Come to the hood. I went to their hood, you feel me? With strapped up, you feel me? Like, I went with my niggas. Like, it was like 3 of us, and we wasn't crazy deep. Cause I just be wanting niggas to know, like, nigga, I'm like y'all. I'm just like y'all, bro. You feel me? Like, I'm just like you. I came from the trenches, and I want niggas to like. I don't know why I used to be like that.
It's that respect, right?
It's
there.
like, yeah, I don't know why I used to always have that. Like, everywhere I go, I wanted to touch the hood. Like,
and it's also to kind of let them know, like, yo.
1:15 p.m. Southeast patrol officers responded to the 100 block of Manchester Avenue for a robbery that just occurred. When they arrived, they found a male suffering gunshot wounds, and that male was then transported to the hospital. What occurred was the victim, along with a female witness, were in this area eating at a restaurant when they were approached by at least one suspect who brandished a firearm and demanded property from the victim. The suspect then shot the victim multiple times and removed property, and then left the location in a getaway car. The getaway car fled in an unknown direction. We don't know where the vehicle went. Officers then were able to close down the scene until we could find out what the status of the victim is. I'm sorry to say that the victim has been pronounced deceased at 13:59 hours today. South Bureau Homicide is working this case, as are many other detectives. The victim was sitting at a table eating with a female witness when he was approached by the suspect. The suspect then brandished a firearm and demanded his property. We don't have the audio as to what the exact verbal exchange was at that time. The suspect then fired multiple rounds and then appears to remove some property. To what extent?
Man, for people that never been to the city of Philadelphia, man, the city of Philly is rough, man. It's a rough city, man. It's hard out here. A lot of people going through a lot of struggles, you feel me, trials and tribulations, you feel me? Like, it's pretty much like every other city, like rural city, you feel me? Philly.
TMZ reporting that rapper and Philadelphia native Pnb Rock has died after he was shot inside a Los Angeles restaurant during an apparent robbery. Police say the shooter stole the rapper's jewelry before running off. TMZ reporting that Pnb Rock had posted a picture of himself wearing expensive jewelry earlier today. And these stills are from the last video posted to his Instagram account only a few hours ago. Police say he was inside the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles this afternoon when an armed man came up and demanded his property.
Boy's stepmother, they're being charged with murder of rapper Pnb Rock. He was shot and killed during a robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA earlier this month.
Fox 11's Christy Fajardo has more on the trio of suspects. She joins us now live from Compton. Christy.
Now, one of the suspects, Chantel Trone, was arraigned here at the Compton courthouse earlier today. The 17-year-old, whose name is not being released because he is a minor, was also arraigned in juvenile court, and his father was on the run until today. A family under arrest. 40-year-old Freddie Trone, no longer a fugitive, caught by police in Las Vegas. The LAPD says he was the getaway driver, and his 17-year-old son was the gunman who earlier this month shot and killed rapper Pnb Rock while he was eating lunch at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA with his girlfriend. The LAPD believes the duo was after the rapper's expensive jewelry and may have been tipped off to his whereabouts by a social media post. His murder provoking outrage and calls for justice.
He was a guest in our community and was gunned down by a cowardly act.
Also likely to turn heads, Fox 11 has learned the alleged teen gunman was just out of jail and wearing an ankle monitor, which should have gone off once he left his home.
Court's going to go on the record, call the matter of people versus Chantel Trone.
Also in custody, Freddie Trone's 38-year-old wife, Chantel, who choked back tears during her arraignment in Compton. Police have not said her involvement, but she pled not guilty to charges of being an accessory after the fact. Chantel Trone is due back in court on October 13th. As for Freddie Lee Trone, he could be arraigned as early as tomorrow. Now, we did check jailhouse records, and it shows that someone with the same name and the same age was arrested back in August and was released in March of this year from county jail, but those records did not.
Philadelphia rapper Pnb Rock was shot and killed yesterday in South Los Angeles, and as police there try to track down a suspect, members of the music industry here are processing what happened and remembering this man and his talent. Action News reporter Aliana Gomez is live at the Fillmore in Fishtown. Aliana.
Jim, Pnb Rock performed his last show in Philadelphia here at the Fillmore for what he called a homecoming. And now Live Nation is paying tribute to the rapper outside the venue to honor his memory. Tributes are pouring in from all over the city of Philadelphia for rapper Pnb Rock. 30-year-old Rakim Allen grew up in the Germantown section of Philadelphia. and went by Pnb, which stood for the intersection of Pastorius and Bainton Streets, where he was from.
That's what it means for Pnb Rock making it off his block. It meant hope to all the young men just like him on his block.
We spoke with Uncle O, a former Power 99 radio personality outside the Fillmore in Fishtown. He says he knew the rapper long before his popular songs Fleek and Selfish hit the airwaves.
God bless his family. I'm praying for his family.
Philadelphia City Councilman Kenyatta Johnson tweeted this picture of the two of them at a Stop the Violence rally, saying, quote, he moved to LA to chill and get away from this environment and to enjoy and pursue his music career.
Hip-hop artist Pnb Rock. The 30-year-old was killed Monday at a Los Angeles restaurant during a robbery. Jeanette, tonight was a celebration of his life by people who knew him from the very start.
Yeah, Dawn, so his neighborhood tonight wanted to celebrate his life and his journey, a neighborhood that watched him grow to stardom.
I love you, Rock!
Balloons released at Pastorius and Bainton in Germantown in memory of Philly's own Pnb Rock. Hundreds gathered to celebrate his life after it was tragically taken, police say, during a robbery in Los Angeles earlier this week.
Rock was my little guy.
Raymond Hunter is in the Pnb squad, growing up in this neighborhood with Rock.
Everybody on Pnb is family. We all grew up here. We know each other.
He says he was there through Pnb Rock's rise to fame.
I told him, I said, you don't have a limit. Your talent, for you to make a song within a second, like you thinking of something and you can just be like, go off the top, a freestyle can turn into something else and you can be whatever you want in this life.
Family, friends, and fans took pictures and signed murals in his honor. Michael O.G. Law Taban is also an artist.
When I was shooting the video with Pnb Rock, this is the prison suit that he actually wore and these chains that he had on. If you listen to a lot of his music, he always expressed a disdain for prison, how he didn't want to get locked back up.
Others recall Rock's humble beginnings.
He on stages, like he was like, that's why like we talked about it. We talked about we had a dream and we made that joint happen.
It's the brotherhood Rock gave them that they say they'll always cherish.
Boy's stepmother, they're being charged with murder of rapper Pnb Rock. He was shot and killed during a robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA earlier this month.
Fox 11's Christy Fajardo has more on the trio of suspects. She joins us now live from Compton. Christy.
Yeah, one of the suspects, Chantel Trone, was arraigned here at the Compton courthouse earlier today. The 17-year-old, whose name is not being released because he is a minor, was also arraigned in juvenile court, and his father was on the run until today. A family under arrest. 40-year-old Freddie Trone, no longer a fugitive, caught by police in Las Vegas. The LAPD says he was the getaway driver, and his 17-year-old son was the gunman who earlier this month shot and killed rapper Pnb Rock while he was eating lunch at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA with his girlfriend. The LAPD believes the duo was after the rapper's expensive jewelry and may have been tipped off to his whereabouts by a social media post. His murder provoking outrage and calls for justice.
He was a guest in our community and was gunned down by a cowardly act.
Also likely to turn heads, Fox 11 has learned the alleged teen gunman was just out of jail and wearing an ankle monitor, which should have gone off once he left his home.
Court's going to go on the record, call the matter of people versus Chantel Trone.
Also in custody, Freddie Trone's 38-year-old wife, Chantel, who choked back tears during her arraignment in Compton. Police have not said her involvement, but she pled not guilty to charges of being an accessory after the fact. Chantel Trone is due back in court on October 13th. As for Freddie Lee Trone, he could be arraigned as early as tomorrow. Now, we did check jailhouse records, and it shows that someone with the same name and the same age was arrested back in August and was released in March of this year from county jail, but those records did not.
Yeah. The two guys involved in his murder, the father and the son, had just been convicted of murder. So the father sent the son to go rob him, and then the robbery turned into a murder. When you heard about that, what'd you think?
Unfortunate. I had been to that
Roscoe's?
That Roscoe's before. So I used to stay downtown LA.
Okay.
And like 2019, I was like kind of like down there living in LA.
So that Roscoe's, from my understanding, is closest to downtown. And I remember one day one of my homies was like, man, I want some Roscoe's. And we punched it in and we ended up there. It's like, damn, this ain't the Roscoe's we ever been to.
Right, this ain't the Hollywood Roscoe's.
Like that or the one on Pico. Like it's the only two I ever been to. But I've been to that one in Manchester. I was just like, damn, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the turf, you see the terrain is different. You look around, you know
it's
you're in the middle of the
surrounded
hood.
by gangs. Like I remember when I talking to people like BG Knockout and LV and so forth. Like there's literally gangs all around that Roscoe's. Like it's an active area. It's not a tourist area by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You in the trenches.
Yeah.
And once we got there, we understood where we was at. Now, I mean, we was situated, but I remember like being like, oh, okay, and I remember a couple people greeted me, oh man, I took some pictures over there and everything, but so I was like, damn, why he was over there? Like, I don't know, man, and it's just unfortunate. Maybe he'd been there before, like, cause from my understanding, he was living in LA.
Yeah, I remember.
That's what's up, bro.
Hey, bro.
Smoking on dead.
You mind if I hold it back for the picture?
No.
Glad to be out.
Yo, come on, man. Free the real one. Hey, you ready? That's what's up.
Hey, so everybody got an opinion on Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. What you think about him? You think he's a good dude, or?
Shout out to Tekashi. I was just texting that nigga.
Okay.
He coming to my club in Philly on Sunday.
What's the name of it?
It's motherfucking Vanity Grand, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, we out. We about to go look at this mansion. I'm shopping.
Take a photo. What you going to get today?
You want to see it?
Well, yeah, let's check it out.
Hot shit. I'm on the ass.
All right.
I'm on the ass out here. I ain't playing.
Hey, thank you for feelings.
Bro.
Thank you for feelings. That's a great song to have sex with.
I appreciate you, bro. I fuck with everybody that fuck with me, you know what I'm saying?
So you got any new music that you're working on?
I'm like, here.
Are you working on any new music right now?
Yeah.
Like, what are you working on?
You're working on Trap Star turned Pop Star.